What we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean. No great discovery was ever made without a bold guess. Nature is pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. To myself I am only a child playing on the beach, while vast oceans of truth lie undiscovered before me. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Plato is my friend, Aristotle is my friend, but my greatest friend is truth. Truth is ever to be found in simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. A man may imagine things that are false, but he can only understand things that are true, for if the things be false, the apprehension of them is not understanding. When two forces unite, their efficiency double. Tact is the art of making a point without making an enemy. The more I study, the more I know. The more I know, the more I forget. As a blind man has no idea of colors, so have we no idea of the manner by which the all-wise God perceives and understands all things. Nature does nothing in vain when less will serve, for nature is pleased with simplicity and affects not the pomp of superfluous causes. To me there has never been a higher source of earthly honor or distinction than that connected with advances in science. All variety of created objects which represent order and life in the universe could happen only by the willful reasoning of its original creator, whom I call the Lord God. To explain all nature is too difficult a task for any one man or even for any one age. The description of right lines and circles, upon which geometry is founded, belongs to mechanics. The motions which the planets now have could not spring from any natural cause alone, but were impressed by an intelligent agent. 'Tis much better to do justly, love mercy, walk humbly, than to admire the beauty of the heavens and then defy God. The proper method for inquiring after the properties of things is to deduce them from experiments. This most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being. The moon gravitates towards the earth, and by the force of gravity is always drawn back from a straight motion, and retained in its orbit. To explain all nature is too difficult a task for any one man or even for any one age. The more I study, the more I know, and the more I know, the more I forget. If others would think as hard as I did, then they would get similar results. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies but not the madness of people. You have to make the rules, not follow them. Live your life as an exclamation rather than an explanation. We build too many walls and not enough bridges. If I have done great things, it is because I was standing in the closet of others. Tact is the art of making a point without making an enemy. It is the weight, not numbers of experiments that is to be regarded. Whence arises all that order and beauty we see in the world? If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it has been owing more to patient attention than to any other talent. Trials are medicines which our gracious and wise physician prescribes because we need them, and he proportions the frequency and weight of them to what the case requires. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. I keep the subject constantly before me, and wait till the first dawnings open slowly by little and little, into a full and clear light. The more time and devotion one spends in the worship of false gods, the less time and devotion one has left for the true God. To arrive at the simplest truth requires years of contemplation. The wonderful arrangement and harmony of the cosmos would only originate in the plan of an almighty omniscient being. What we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean. Sir Isaac Newton was a genius, but he added much to his work by taking advantage of the work of many who preceded him and building upon it. The true cause is not mechanical force and motion, but the correct cause, which is the will and providence of God. And to every action there is always an opposite and equal reaction. What is there in the world of which every man quotes by heart?